Welcome everyone to another episode of Solo Queue Cast. We're still in Challenger slash Master League, and today I found a recording of a Dyrus. He was playing a Jarvan. That's not a champion you see all too often, so I thought, why not cast this game? So let me actually get this game started, and I can do some introductions slash announcements. In that top lane, it's gonna be Dyrus on the Jarvan, like I just said. Then in the jungle, it's going to be Nintendo X on Hecarim. In the mid lane, it's going to be Neon Surge. We saw him in the last video, actually. I believe he was playing a different champion, but this time we're going to be seeing him on Azir. I believe Neon Surge was on Fizz, if I do believe. Yeah, maybe Fizz. Or I know he was against Piglet in that mid lane. Well, this is a whole different game, so hopefully we can see another great showing out of him. And then in that bottom lane is going to be X Special on Blitzcrank and Uzi Pig Deft on Lucian. Definitely an OGN fan right there. Then on the side of red team, it's going to be Viper on Riven. In the jungle, it's going to be Lucent Jaco on Lee Sin. Mid lane is going to be Sicko Scat on Sicko Scott, not Sicko Scat, Sicko Scott on Cassidy, and the battle line is going to be made up of Mongol Warrior on Corki and the Odd One on Karma. Oh, we got two former TSM players and one current TSM player in the same game. Looks like a special is being pretty aggressive, trying to do some roaming. No vision in that bush, so that was pretty blind. Lee Sin does hit that Sonic Wave. The heal is going to be used by Uzi Pig Def. There's a flash from X Special. The Mana Shield was popped. Inner Flame wasn't able to hit. Another Sonic Wave is going to lock onto Uzi Pig Deft. We'll have to see if a flash is poozed out of him. There's the flash. The rocket grab is not going to land. Now losing Shaco. He's looking for a Sonic Wave onto someone. That might be First Blood for Lucent Shaco. He's going to flash away from that. And Mongol Warrior, he flashes underneath that tower with a Foster Storm. He picks a kill for himself. That's one kill. That's two kills already on the red team. Corki was able to get a kill onto the Lucian was able to get on the Corki. Now Neon Surge in a bad position. Azir being caught out. The flash is not going to be there. Another Sonic Wave does hit from Lucent Shaco, and Odd One taking a kill for himself. 3 kills right now immediately onto the red team. Hopefully, blue team, they'll be able to bring it back up in the laning phase. It's going to be very, very difficult. Now, not a lot of kills onto one single person, just one kill onto each member. In that mid lane, Nintendo X puts a lot of damage onto Sicko Scott. There's a flash, and the spin of his, I believe, well, I'm not even too sure what that's called. I don't believe that's even a scythe. I guess you could consider it a scythe. No, spinning the scythe around, he does put a lot of damage onto Scott. That's going to be a flash and ignite from him. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that Jarvan pick in the top lane. Jarvan is not really something you see all too much top, but he is so deadly. His level 2 all-in is only matched by someone like Riven, so it's going to be a very, very aggressive top lane. Whichever one of those gets the initial engage is going to be put into a really good position. We have Lucent Shaco coming in with the gank. The stun is not going to come out from Viper. He's only level 2. Dyrus should be out of the way. He is level 3 now. The Sonic Wave is going to hit, gets back to that top lane. But he will be able to get it with a Flag and Drag. Meanwhile, we did see some aggression in that bottom lane because of the camera. I had to just jump it back right there. But it doesn't seem as though too much has gone down. Mongol Warrior is at half health. Now Dyrus, he is trying to ward off the aggression of Viper. That he should be able to go away. We do see Lucent Shaco just hanging around in that top lane, looking for a gank. Dyrus did ping him out, so he knows that the aggression is still going to be there. He's going to have to watch his step. Does throw out the standard just to farm it up a bit. We do have Nintendo X taking away their blue buff. He'll most likely be headed to that top lane. He's taking the Scuttle Crab right now just to get a little bit of extra vision. Pings are going down onto Dyrus. Now we see Nintendo X headed down there. Still hasn't taken that Scuttle Crab. No, wait. He's not. He hasn't even taken the Scuttle Crab. He's just been hanging around the river trying to decide what to actually do. What he does end up doing is he's going to be heading around through red team's jungle for the gank. Dyrus is low on mana. Chilling Smite is going to be used onto him. Sonic Wave is going to hit. We have the tower dive coming out from Lucent Shaco. He's going to be eating a lot of tower hits. And here comes Hecarim, the Rainbow Pony. There's the flash and auto attack from Dyrus to take the first kill. Now Viper is on. Viper gonna be able to get away. Nintendo X, popping the flash at least. So that's going to put Dyrus in a really good position in that lane. He still has teleport along with Viper, so they will be going back, and Viper will most likely teleport to try and minimize the damage onto that tower. But Dyrus now going back, he has that cloth armor, so when he goes back, he'll most likely pick up something aggressive, maybe a brutalizer, or he could go for a little bit more armor against that Riven. We'll have to see. Instead, actually, he's gone for the pickaxe. So maybe a Last Whisper as his first item. That's going to give him a huge burst in damage. He does pick up Doran's Blade as well for a little bit of extra damage, cost-efficient damage. In that mid lane, we do see Lucent Shaco does try to get the gank onto Neon Surge. Sicko Scott, though, he's taking a lot of damage from the Azir Sand Soldier. He has to play very defensively. In that bottom lane, Uzi Pig Deft is going to have his heal used. X special, his aggression is on to Mongol Warrior. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pick up the kill. There's the flash and the knock-up. The heal is going to be coming out as well, but it's not going to be enough because Mongol Warrior dies to X special, with X special falling to the odd one. Now Uzi Pig Deft is trying to do loud the odd one. Here comes the teleport from Dyrus to kill his former teammate. There's a Sonic Wave. It's going to land onto Uzi Pig Deft. He is going to fall. Now the odd one, he might as well just die. He's trying to juke out the Dyrus as best as possible. I meant Dyrus. Unfortunately, he's still going to fall, but that's going to leave Viper in that top lane alone to push that tower down. We do see the tower dive coming out from Nintendo. There is the ultimate from Cassidy to jump over the wall. Unfortunately, the burn is going to be too much for him, and he falls. Great roam from McSpecial in that top lane. We do see Neon Surge trying to jump to a soldier. Unfortunately, Lucent Shaco will be able to get the kill with his auto attack. No summoner spells have been used from him for that kill. Sorry guys, got a stuffed nose. After that one kill that he picked up in that bottom lane, Dyrus does finish up those ninja tabbies, so he's going to have a lot of extra resistance in that top end. As we head over to that, let's see. Yeah, Riven has taken that down to about half health. If another teleport does come out from Dyrus, that may leave the tower to go down. X special back in that bottom lane and try and put some aggression. One rocket grab landing onto either of them is going to mean a lot of damage being traded around. Azir, after he managed to fall, he picked up that Fiendish Codex, so he's not too strong, but he does have a lot of power. The shield from Cassidon does prove to be enough, though, and Neon Surge is trying to take him down. The Rift Walk is going to be there, and that's Sicko Scott picking up a 1v1 kill in that mid lane. Now, Dyrus, he is getting ganked by Lucent Shaco. Unfortunately, the Cataclysm is not going to be enough to save his life. The Sonic Wave does hit. Now in that bottom lane, the Rocket Grab does lock on to the odd one. The culling is going to be used. The flash coming up from Mongol Warrior to try and dodge the auto attack is going to be taking the kill. Now Special has to be careful. Mongol Warrior definitely has enough to take this kill. One more Rocket Barrage will secure it. Unfortunately, the jukes from the zigzag pattern from X Special is going to just force Mongol Warrior to back off. He does not want to die underneath that tower. We do have some counter jungling from Lucent Shaco, just trying to steal something away. We do have pings coming down in that mid lane. Nintendo, he's looking for the gank. He's hanging around on the side. That pink ward is actually not gonna. No. Nope. It's finally been spotted out. He walked through that bush, but he'll be able to take it. With him being spotted out, Nintendo will be doing some counter jungling of his own. And in that bottom lane, with that one kill that was given over to Mongol Warrior, he's working on that Triforce. Here comes Nintendo X for the gank onto Sicko Scott. There is the ultimate from Hecarim. He's going to use the flash. He doesn't have his ultimate just yet. A move speed from the Azir ultimate will give him some extra damage. There's the flash. Chilling Smite is going to be used. The aggression from Sicko Scott with his ultimate was enough. Unfortunately for him, he walked into the face of death, which was Dyrus. And now the odd one with the roam, it looks as though he's going to be in a bad position. Special hitting that rocker grab is going to most likely take the kill. There is the tether used by him, but it doesn't matter. The odd one and Special group ganging up on the odd one, and he is going to fall. But Viper with the roam from Dyrus will be able to take that top lane tower, the first one of the game, and a nice gold boost for the red team. They are about 1,000 gold, and it's not a huge amount, but it's still a gold lead. None of the teams have actually opted for a dragon just yet. No one has actually gotten a clear advantage. Just a couple of kills being shredded around. The Azir is having a bit of trouble in that mid lane. Now we see Nintendo Dex dueling out Viper, but the addition of Neon Surge is going to force him away. We have a ward in that blue buff bush. So they know that it's happening. We do see Viper hanging around, uses the ultimate. He's able to try and put a kill onto Nintendo Dex. He does get the first kill. Now Neon Surge has the aggression. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Rocket Grab landing onto Corky, but there's a gank from Lucent Shaco. They're looking for the kill. X Special is going to fall. There's the kick from Lucent Shaco onto Uzi Pig Death. Sonic Wave is going to land on him. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to go in. He wanted the Corky to get that kill, and he's going to fall as a result of it. He should have just taken that kill with the second part of his Sonic Wave. He would have lived, and his team could have been able to take the dragon. Unfortunately, he's going to fall because of his compassion for Mongol Warrior. So with Lucent Shaco falling in that bottom lane, they're not going to be able to pressure that dragon. Maybe another time. Meanwhile, in that top lane, Dyrus, he has 5 kills on himself. Despite losing that tower, the roam that's been coming out from him has been more than enough to get him started. He has a TMR right now. He's going to go for the Hydra. I definitely expected that last Whisperer, but the Hydra is still a great pickup for him. Meanwhile, Nintendo Dex on the Hurricane does have the... he's actually gone for the Skirmisher Saber, so he's going to have the... I believe it's called the Commanding Smite. Am I right? Challenging Smite. Not Commanding Smite. Challenging Smite. And he does pick up the Warrior Enchantment as well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Neon Surge has the Merlinomicon. We do see the knockup onto Mongol Warrior. Rocker Grab is not going to be out because here comes Lucent Shaco for another gank in that bottom lane. But Dyrus is going to be there. No flagging drag. It's not going to connect. Uzi Pig Death, though, is enough to force Lucent Shaco away. Here comes the roam from the Kassadin. He is in that river, but he doesn't want to leave Azir alone. He's just going to head back after realizing that it's been over. Dyrus still hanging around that bottom side. He wants to get a kill. Pop in the back. He does get the knock-up. No, he doesn't get the knock-up on Odd One because that was flashed away. The tether is not going to stick. Frostwing Claim was used by the Odd One. Here comes the culling from Uzi Pig Death. The Valkyrie is going to be enough to dodge it. Unfortunately, it's going to still be a 1-for-1. It's going to be a 2-for-1 instead because Dyrus uses the Cataclysm to build kill onto the Karma. Now Nintendo Dex is trying to duel out Viper, but you cannot duel out the Riven this early. There goes the ultimate. He's trying to get something. I lied, guys. You can duel Viper. Now Neon Surge putting the aggression onto Sickle Sky. He's going to use the Rift Walk away, but his tower is so low. With 2 members, with Special being there, his tower may fall. Sickle Sky trying to clear out the wave, and now the aggression is going to be on him. Flash is going to be used. The Rocket Grab not going to land. Unfortunately, the slows is going to be enough to pick up a kill. Special taking it out with the static field. Here comes Lucent Shaco and Mongol Warrior. The Stand Divided. I believe that's what it's called, the Stand Divided. Emperor's Divide. Wow. Emperor's Divide used to just knock them away and prevent the aggression. Champions can't really go through that barrier. Now, Special and Dyrus coming in for a gang onto Mongol Warrior. Valkyrie is not available for him. He's actually going to fall. The flash is used. No tower is there, so he'll be able to escape. Valkyrie now coming up. Uzi Pig Deft in that bottom lane. Should be able to take that tower down. No one making their way there. Neither team have actually pressured a dragon just yet, but it may be coming in the very in a very few minutes. In a few minutes, not a very few minutes, just a few minutes. Dyrus, ooh, it was a big depth. Now they're gonna catch that Luz and Shaco. The knockup is gonna land. The piercing light is there, and that was Luz and Shaco falling down with the jungler down. They're gonna try and go for the dragon. Auto one getting caught out by the rocket grab. Dyrus is going back right now. Viper joining the fight. The knockup is gonna be there, but the cataclysm is gonna lock him in with the not the Dyrus, just Dyrus. It's gonna lock him in with Dyrus. The culling doing a lot of damage as well. Uzi's big depth has the aggression onto him. The Rift Rock is there along with the heal. But he's still going to fall to the Corki. Here comes the Rainbow Pony for the fight. Hizuko Sky is going to fall to him. Now Mongo Warrior is trying to get a kill onto X Special. He does manage to do it, but he still falls. He does get a triple kill for himself, however, with a double kill onto Nintendo X. Neon Surge, meanwhile, still in that mid lane, trying to push that tower down as best as he can. He does put a nice chunk into it, but not enough to take it down. Nintendo X doing quite a bit of damage as well in that bottom lane. Here comes the ward jump from Luz and Shaco. The Sonic Wave is not going to hit. Chilling Smite also used as well, but you cannot fight a Hecarim that is that fed. Nintendo X pick up a 1v1 kill onto Luz and Shaco. The roam, the teleport from Dyrus was used to try and help his jungler, but it wasn't even needed. There's a lot of vision coverage around the entire red team's jungle. They just want to spot this dragon out. Whenever it does end up happening, blue team they have just as much vision coverage in the enemy's jungle, so they will spot out anyone that does try and stop that from happening. We do see Riven making her way down to that area. The Sweeper from X Special is not going to spot out any wards. There's a pink ward just to clear it out. Now the rest of the team, they're converging on the spot. Nintendo, he hasn't really made his way there just yet. He's coming in from the backside. Corki just throwing the rocket barrages whenever he has them available. Sonic Wave not going to be hitting. Sickle Scott taking a lot of damage from the piercing light. Uzi Big Deft just forcing him away. Riftwalk now used from him. They're looking for the fight. There goes the knockup onto Odd1. He's going to fall to Uzi Big Deft. And now with Odd1 down, it's going to be a 4v5. I think that red team, they're just going to let this blue team have this dragon. They don't really want to fight it. There it is. First dragon going down to the blue team. And they're going to see if they can continue the fight. The orb, the scrying orb is going to spot out the Lee Sin. Here comes Nintendo X with the aggression onto Sickle Scott. The ultimate not used just yet, but there's the Cataclysm onto Sickle Scott to pick the first kill. Dragon's Rage was used to try and get him away, but it wasn't enough to save his life. Now 5 members still on that bottom side. Lucian is just going to go clear out the wave and try and push it out. They may continue the aggression. Nintendo X being caught out. There's the ultimate to catch out 2 members. He's still going to fall with Riven taking that kill. Now Special is going to be able to escape. The slow from Azir will be there. Uzi Pig Deft, though, he catches out Mongo Warrior, and Dyrus will be able to pick that kill up for himself. Now Viper is trying to get away. He has the broken wings. A lot of mobility. X Special, though, a rocket grab is going to be able soon, and with the speed buff he is getting, he should be able to catch up fairly soon. One more and he will be able to get there. There's one. Azir now joining the fight, trying to catch out Viper. The damage from the tower is so much, but he is really getting away. 2 members right now. They're trying to catch up onto him. X Special doesn't have rocket grab up for another 5 seconds. It looks as though Viper may be able to get away from this fight. A lot of great movements made by both of the teams. Unfortunately, they weren't able to lock down that 1 kill. And Sickle Scott, he needs to just watch out for Dyrus. He's so veteran. A 9, 2, and 7. He does finally pick up that last whisper, not completing the Hydra just yet. Opting for a more initial burst. Looks like Viper, he was too preoccupied with buying his items. He does pop his ultimate. X Special, though, he's going to be in the fight. The knockup is there. It was long with the static field. The rocket grab is going to hit, but they're not going to be able to get the kill. There is the wind slash by Riven to do a lot of damage with Luz and Shaco getting a kill for himself. They did not expect the addition of Lee Sin to take the kill. But here comes Dyrus. This is definitely a double kill, or at least 1 kill. Riven realizing the fact that one of them was going to die, just giving her his life up for the good of the team. Right now, there's not a lot of aggression on the team. Azir cashing out the Corki. The culling is going to be coming out, but it's not going to put too much damage onto that Corki. Dyrus in that top lane will be able to take that tower down. Teleport from Riven won't even be available until she actually spawns, which is not going to be another 5 seconds. We do see the roam coming out from Sigil Scott and the Ottawa. No wards around the team for Dyrus. He should be able to just flag and drag away from the fight. He's actually going to be able to, he's just going to use flash away. There's the flag and drag. Unfortunately, Mongol Warrior with the auto attack is going to be able to kill. Nintendo Dex does get the ultimate, but it's only going to catch out the auto one because flashed from Sigil Scott and Corki were used. There's another flash because he doesn't have his ultimate. The rod grab is going to be there. He's just going to flash away from that. Unfortunately, Riven in the backside was able to pick up a double kill and another auto attack for a triple kill. Now, with 4 members down, red team, they're going to be making their way onto this Baron. Lucian, meanwhile, he's still in that bottom side. Takes the second tier tower. Lucian Shaco, he needs to be careful. Shaco Scott, he's going to be forcing his hand in that top lane. Here comes the teleport from Dyrus. They are looking for this tower and try and trade the inhibitor tower for a Baron. They're going to pick up a kill onto Shaco Scott with blue team, red team, finally taking that Baron down. But they may end up losing an inhibitor as well. 2 towers and an inhibitor for a Baron. I think the blue team is fine with that trade. Uzi Pig Deft may end up falling as this. He does use the flash and as well as the relentless pursuit. Dyrus should be able to get away with the flag and drag. Viper just wants this fight though. No Cataclysm is going to be available for Dyrus. He's going to use the Dragon Strike. X Special is there as well. But Viper needs to know that you cannot fight that strong of a Jarvan right now. We have a Brutalizer on him as well. Oh, that was a great rock grab. Stealing away that wolf from Viper. Just, 50 gold. Still a good amount to steal away. But Brutalizer onto the Dyrus as well as a Giant's Belt. Nintendo Dex trying to go for some counter jungling. He should be able to escape from this. Now Neon Surge being caught out. He does have the Emperor's Divide used. But Viper will be there to get a kill for herself or himself. We don't know. We don't know his life. It could be a guy or it could be a girl. Or it could be both. I don't judge. That mid lane right now, Uzi Pig Deft, trying to put some damage on to Mongol Warrior. Viper going in onto Dyrus. Dyrus does have Cataclysm to lock him in with her, and that's the duel. Dyrus going to kill on to the Riven. Now X Special trying to get away. He has the aggression onto him. That's a double kill in that mid lane. 1 on Lee Sin and 1 on the Kassadin. Dyrus will be pushing up on that top lane. Ian Tanso. Can't really do too much. Dragon's going to be up in 10 seconds. With 2 members down on each team, there is Neon Tanto using the ultimate. He's trying to duel out Sigil Scott and Lucian Shaco. The Sonic Wave was not going to hit. The War Jump will be there, though, and the odd one taking a kill onto Neon Tanto. But that should be enough, and that should put them low enough where they may not go for the dragon. We do see the rest of the team making their way to that point. Azir really is not making movements to try and stop someone out. He can definitely pick up something. Red team though, they'll be able to take that dragon. The first one for themselves, taken away from the blue team. They'll be able to get away. Just great movements all around. Nintendo just trying to get something, trying to force them off of. Just trying to get them low enough so they couldn't do the dragon. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And now Viper being caught up by Dyrus. Cataclysm is not going to be there. Dragon Strike should be able to get that kill for him. And it does. He's so fed right now. He has a Warmog's armor right now. There's a Flag and Dragon going to use. Looking for a kill onto Sigil Scott. Just the Rift Walk going to be used to get away. The aggression going to be up in that top lane. Meanwhile, Azir, after the Merlin Omicron, he does pick up a Stinger. So, most likely going for that Gnasher's Tooth. He also has that Void Staff for himself as well. So, he's going to be doing quite a bit of damage at this point. We do see Corki and the odd one trying to put the aggression on to the 3 members that are in that mid lane. Dyrus with the roam as well, gonna be making his way down there. Hecarim on the sidelines. He does have his ultimate. There is the flag and drag. It's not gonna get the knock up onto anyone. The odd one does get the tether. He's gonna have to flash away from the rocket grab of X Special, and Mongol Warrior was actually taken down by Nintendo X. The Sonic Wave is onto him. Unfortunately, it's not enough to save him because the Emperor comes out, knocking him away, and a Cataclysm from Dyrus takes a kill onto him. Now Special gets the rocket grab onto Sickle Scott. The Rift Rock is going to be used to try and get away, but they have to be careful. Super minions are into the base of the red team, and now Uzi Pig side Uzi Pig Dex being so aggressive, jumping in blindly to try and get a kill onto the odd one. He's going to fall to Viper. Now Viper joining the fight, does get the flash onto Neon Surge. The Wind Slash is not going to be enough to pick up a kill because Curse Special gets a kill onto Viper. Now the aggression onto Sickle Scott. The Ignite will be enough for a double kill onto X Special. They're not going to be able to push down this tower just yet because of the lack of minions. They're going to back off for right now, and they're just going to be happy with the kills that they got. They have a pretty sizable gold lead at the 26-minute mark, about 4 to 5,000. 5 to 6. 5.5. There you go, guys. It's got to be exact. Like, for those of you that want to be at like close to 5.5 thousand. Baron's going to be up in about 2 minutes. That'll most likely be the next point of contention. We do see a lot of great items coming out from both these teams. I really just focused up on the blue side. Let's look about on the red side. Riven, she's going to be matching the Hydra of Dyrus as well as the Lost Whisper. Brutalizer most likely building into that Black Cleaver as well. So pretty similar builds. They're going to start to differ after when Riven picks up that BF sword and Vamp Scepter. So that's a Bloodthirster coming out from her. Lee Sin going for that more tanky build with that Randwind Omen. Has a Brutalizer for a little bit of extra damage. So he's going to be quite a formidable threat right now. He will fall off in the later parts of the game in about 10-15 minutes. Catherine, after he does have a Rod of Ages and a Zanya's Hourglass, so he's going to be pretty difficult to take down in the fight. Meanwhile, Odd One was caught out by Dyrus, and Uzbek definitely going to call on him. Lucent Shaco does get caught off as well because of the Cataclysm locking him in. There's a knock-up while the Valkyrie was being used. He's going to be taken down by X Special. Now Viper trying to get some kill onto someone. He does manage to take down the Lucian. Nintendo X in that bottom lane is able to take down the inhibitor, and with minions there, they'll be able. He could go for the in the Nexus towers. Dyrus just chasing out Cassidon, taking him away from the fight, while the rest of his team takes the second inhibitor of the game in that mid lane. The pings are going down towards that Nexus tower, but they're not going to be able to take it down. Dyrus is pretty low on mana, but he should be able to get away because Sickle Scott, he has to conserve his mana for the Rift Walk. There's the Flag and Grab used by Dyrus. Gets the slow with the shield. And auto attack is going to be there. There's the flash from Sickle Scott. He's trying to get away. Rift Walk is still available. He finally uses the first charge, and I think Dyrus has given up that chase. But with two open inhibitors now, with two inhibitors down in the base of red team, it's going to be so hard pressed for them to actually take the Baron. They desperately need Lucent Shaco to steal that away if they want to stop the pushes from the blue team. Dyrus did teleport to that bottom side to try and catch out Sickle Scott with the home guard, but he's going to be finding Corki and Lee Sin instead. He does just absolutely blow up Mongol Warrior with the Cataclysm. And the rest of his team, they're going to be starting up on that dragon. It's actually just going to be Lucian and Corki. He's actually doing it by himself, nicely dodging out Baron's attacks as well as possible. But he does not have enough lifesteal. But with the addition of Nintendo X to tank it up, they should be able to take it. Unfortunately for them, the Baron did reset. So it's going to be taking a little bit longer than expected. Here comes Lee Sin. Just going to put a ward in that bush. The Rocker Grab is not going to land. Sonic Wave is on to X Special. He's looking to steal that away. kicking away Nintendo X. The smite's gonna be coming down for him, but it's way too early. And Lucian was able to pick up the Baron after getting a kill onto Lee Sin. That was a great play by Lucian Shaco, kicking away Nintendo X so he couldn't smite it. Unfortunately for him, he died way too quickly to Uzi Pig Deft, and he smited a little bit too early, allowing the blue team to get the Baron. Cursic special. He does have Cassidon's he does have the engage from Cassidon onto him, but nothing else from him. Dyrus going really far in for a kill onto the auto one. He is going to take that, but he may end up falling as a result for it going in really, really far. And his team lost the Baron right there, and they're not going to be able to do too much. We do see Neon Surgeon special in that top side, so they could try and just take all of the outer towers out. They do, so now the only towers left are the Nexus ones and that top inhibitor. Nintendo helping his team out just by taking the second dragon for themselves. There he is. Rocket Grab long down onto Sicko Scott. There he was silent, so he can't just jump away. Neon Surge, meanwhile, doing out Lucent Shaco. The engage is onto him. The tower from Azir was enough to duel him out. Now we see Mongol Warrior has the aggression onto him. Rocket Grab not going to lock him down. Dindudex is trying to escape from the other one and Viper. The tether is on him. He's just going to use the ultimate. He does not want to get locked down. That definitely would have been a kill in Red Team's favor. But with his sorry guys, with can't really find that word. Rocket Grab going to be landing onto Mongol Warrior. Sicko Scott jumping in with the ultimate to try and get some kill, but the ultimate from Azir was enough with the addition of a special to take him down. Right now, this the blue team is just looking so powerful. They cannot even stop Dyrus. He is so strong. If he picks someone, they're almost definitely going to die if they don't pop their flash. Now, they're trying to defend that inhibitor tower. The inhibitor. Rocket Grab is going to be landing onto Lucent Shaco. The ward is there to try and get him to jump, but the Cataclysm is still going to come out to do the damage. He's going to fall with Lucent Shaco down. They're going to turn their aggression on to that inhibitor. There's the standard to give them a little bit of extra attack speed. Sicko Scott jumping in with the Rift Walk, but he's just going to jump into his death. The Zanya is going to be used. That's going to be enough for him to survive. Meanwhile, Viper is dueling out the rest of the team. Dyrus and X-Special take down that inhibitor. Nintendude and Deft Pig, the Uzi Pig Deft, were taken down by the Riven. But with the other aggressions from the rest of the team, they are going to fall. That was just sorry guys, that was just like a really hectic team fight for me. We had like 2 mini fights going on at the same time, so I couldn't really follow it. Right now, Neon Surge is going to be trying to take down that inhibitor tower. I think he's gladly going to give up his life to try and take it down. Unfortunately, he still falls without taking that down. It's only down to half health. All of the Barons are gone from blue team. But now, with an open inhibitor in that top lane, they traded. It's funny, they only had the 2 open inhibitors in the bottom lane and a live one in the top, and then they got the top one and they weren't able to get the bottom. They weren't able to get the bottom and the mid one. But that will be the next form of their aggression. And now they just need to give Uzi Pig Deft some peel in those fights, because Viper has just solely been going for him in those fights. He's always getting the aggression onto him, and without any defensive item, it's going to be so difficult for him to survive. He does have the Cutlass to try and peel off the Riven, but it's not going to be enough with the amount of mobility that Riven has. Dyrus, when he actually does end up joining his team for at 5v5, it's just going to be so deadly. The rest of the team, now they're pushing in. Azir and Dyrus haven't exactly made their way there, but The red team, they don't want to go in. Zico Scott jumping in with the Rift Walk. He has the Zanyas to go golden. Dyrus taken down so quickly. He has the GA, so he's going to be joining the fight fairly soon. He's going to flash away, but he's still going to die to Viper. And now, Neon Strike, Neon Surge, looking for the kill on to Lee Sin. He's going to flash away, knock up on to a Viper from X Special. He's going to be using his own Zanya, his odd one, going to flash away, but that is so many kills going over. One kill onto Azir, the Hecarim, and the Lucian. The aggression now onto that bottom inhibitor. Lucian zoning away the Lee Sin, Sickle Scott. He knows that this game is already over, trying to just keep himself alive in that tower. We have the Lucian going in for that kill underneath that tower. Now Nintendo X jumping in as well. That's the double kill onto Sickle Scott. And unfortunately, with the amount of super minions in that base, they can't defend the Nexus. Sickle Scott will be able to get a quadra kill for himself, but it's not enough. Here comes the teleport from Dyrus to end the game. He was trying to end the game, but the super minions were enough to end it. That's a great game coming out from the blue team, especially just Dyrus was so good in this entire game. He was just so fed and got kills all around the entire map, helping his team. Had he grouped a little bit earlier, I think that they could have won a lot. I think that the blue team could have won a lot cleaner, but they did end up winning regardless. And even with Azir being not quite behind, but he hasn't exactly done too much. He really stepped it up in that last fight, completely taking Lucian Shaco out of the equation, helping his team win. So great game. If you guys enjoy my casting, please like, subscribe, and follow me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And just reply in the comments like great casting. And if you don't like it, tell me how to improve. So I will be putting out another video every day. I will be putting out another video tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy that as well.